Hey, it's Jacob Felipe here, and today I want to welcome you to my channel, and today we will talk about a question that I just got from one of my subscribers, and it's very interesting questions that can help to a lot of you. But just before, if it's the first time you're visiting my YouTube channel, I will talk about relationship advice, whether you're in a relationship, you're single, you want to get your ex back, whatever, you can find the right advice for you in this channel and the best advice. So, today's topic will be, should I be friend with my ex after we break up? And it's a really good question that many women consider if they should do it or no. So I want to read the question of one of my subscribers, and here is the question. So it goes like that. After 3 years together, my boyfriend broke up with me and I'm still struggling, okay? While we didn't ultimately work as romantic partners, I still think of him as one of my best friends and confidant, and I don't want to lose him in my life, okay? I want to be friends but don't know if it's truly possible or it's good for me for the long term. Can exes ever really be good friends? Friends, no benefits, okay? So this is the question. Now, I want to answer this question, and this will be subject of the video, okay? Now, staying friends with your ex can really feel like a requirement in 2021. It's like the ultimate signs of maturity. The intention to stay friends is usually included in most celebrity breakup announcement today, and recently, after deciding to call off their engagement, for example, J-Lo and A-Rod shared in their joint statement that they are realized they are better friends and look forward to remaining so. But not every couple is destined to be Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt or something like this, okay? In fact, unless there are shared children in the picture, I generally not a fan of the idea of staying friends with your ex. And here is why. I'm not saying it's never can work, but if you want to give it a shot, I recommend first examining, okay, and checking your true motives. A study that examined why people maintain friendship with exes found 4 reasons. The first one is security, which is emotional support, which is advice, which is trust, and practically like things like shared possessions or finance, okay, and civility, and the last one is unresolved romantic desires. Now, needless to say, deciding to stay friends with an ex because you aren't over them romantically and want to leave the door open in case they change their mind about the breakup is 100% not advised and will only hold you back from being able to move on. Now, if you are unsure where you fall, I will give you now a list that will help you to decide, and there are 6 reasons, factors not to attempt a friendship, plus the single most important question to ask yourself to figure this out if you can stay friend with your ex. So the first thing in the list is you can't separate. In my experience with clients in consultations, taking time off from all contact immediately after breakup is beneficial. This is the time for boundaries. Having clear-cut rules of engagement is crucial to your healing process. This detox times allows you to let go, to grieve the loss of the relationship and have some distance, which gives you a new perspective. I always recommend taking 1 year of space, no less than 6 months, and if after talking the break, okay, you still want to be like friends, you can answer the question I propose at the end of this video in the affirmative, okay? You might have a potential of friendship to develop, but you need to check it because sometimes it's just not the best idea. The second thing on my list is one of you has still have feeling for each other. Typically, one person wanted to break up more than the other. It's always like that, right? Therefore, one of you is likely to still have romantic feeling. Spending time together when you have romantic desires is not clean. Think about it. Are you spending a lot of time dressing up, trying to look fabulous and seem cool and desirable for your ex before your platonic hangouts? If so, let's face it, you aren't just being friends and you are setting yourself for failure, okay? Hanging out with your ex when there are lingering feelings in either direction prevents you from grieving the loss of the relationship and feeling the feelings you need to experience in order to let it go. It creates a sense of denial about whether or not the relationship is really over. In order to be available, emotionally available for healthy relationship, either as friends with your ex or romantically with someone else, you must grieve the loss and let go first. The third thing in my list, you still hook up or may if the mood strikes. After a breakup, there is likely to be what I call leftover of sexual desires or chemistry. Not that long ago, the two of you were sleeping together, right? When a breakup is recent, those sexual feelings are probably still in the air, and this really complicates the all just friends thing and divorce, okay? If there is any possibility of adding benefits, okay? It can really complicate it. If it's not clean break, there isn't a possible pathway to friendship. Now, the fourth thing is you are looking for a serious relationship and with someone fresh. Let's be real. Your ex is likely to be a cockblock, right? When you are spending time with your ex, it means you have less and less time and energy to spare for meeting new potential partners. Now, plus, when you have the emotional needs are being met by former flame, you are less likely to open up and give any suitors a real shot. In fact, a recent study found that people who still have longing feelings toward their exes tend to have less successful relationship with new people. And who needs that, right? You might be asking yourself, who needs a new boyfriend that is jealous or uncomfortable with my dear friend who happens to be my ex-girlfriend who I used to sleep with, right? And this is a very, very bad sign. It's fair and expected for the potential new partners to be uncomfortable with you confiding in your ex about them, or still going out to drinking with him and nurturing the bond you have shared, okay? The energy is better used towards building a new and good and amazing healthy relationship that has the potential to have a better future. Now, the 5th item on my list, you are extremely invested in if or whether your ex is dating again. Now, all too often I see too much people stay friends with their former partners in order to keep an eye on their dating life and attempt to have an impact on them. Advising him against the odd girls he met in the bar or the restaurant is not being a protective friend. No, it's being jealous. It is an attempt to manipulate his future love life or even keep him to yourself. This is not good for either of you. In my clinical experience, people tend to be more likely want to stay close to their ex when they have a sense of dating scarcity or believe that they cannot do better. But spending time with an ex reinforces these dating anxieties and it's make a lot of damage, okay? And I don't want it for you. So, if this pertains to you, give both of you a chance at better next relationship and don't waste time being friends. The 6th item on my list is friendships look like a consolation prize. Okay, what does it mean? If you started out as romantic partners, downgrading to a friendship is likely to be less than stellar. A study of friendships between exes found that the more romantic desire was presented, the lower the quality of the friendship will be. No surprise there, right? This means you have to be really honest with yourself about whether or not you will have still feeling in order to assess whether or not an honest friendship is even possible. Now, I want to finish with something very important, and this is a question you need to ask yourself. And it goes like that. Can you, and listen to it carefully, can you and your ex stay friends? And ask this one question. And it goes like that. If my ex met someone new and fell madly in love, would I be genuinely happy for them both? I will repeat. If my ex met someone new and fell madly, deeply in love, would be authentically happy for them both. Okay? Can you see yourself going out to dinner to celebrate with your ex and their new partner, even if you are still single? This is the ultimate litmus test you must hold yourself to. If you cannot honestly answer that question in a way that you will be comfortably hanging out with both of them, so I don't think it's a good idea that you do that. So it means you still have feeling, and this friendship is toxic. Ideally, you would wait 6 to 12 months, at least from my experience with my clients, after a breakup, before even asking yourself that question, okay? And if there ever was any abuse in the relationship, don't ask it all. Focus on getting distance and moving on. After any breakup, you want to make sure that you put your well-being first, and if you are doing that and you can answer resounding yes to this question, then yeah, you can be friends with your ex in the time of growth and need. That's it for today. I hope it was helpful. Write me in the comments what you think about that. This was helpful. Now you understand if it's a good or bad idea to be friends with your ex. That's it for today. I was Jacob Felipe. Thank you so much for watching this video and putting the effort. You are a special woman that you want to improve in your life and get it better, and it's something that I really appreciate, and thank you for being here. If you want to get a special guide, that I call it 10 shortcuts to be a more attractive woman, go to Unlock His Desire, put your email address here, and I will see you on my next video. Ciao!